Good afternoon, all of you. So now we are going to discuss continuation of recombinant insulin. Right. So by using RDNA technology, so easily we will produce large quantity of insulin, that to recombinant insulin. See, all mammals, including human beings, that hormone released as prohormone. Prohormone. So what is prohormone? First formed hormone is considered as prohormone. So that prohormone undergoes processing by the endopeptidase enzymes, and it resulting in the formation of matured hormone or matured insulin. But already we have some idea that prohormone or proinsulin consists of chain A, chain B, and C peptide. C peptide. But by the endopeptidase enzyme activity, that C peptide completely removed from the chain A and chain B. Later, the chain A and chain B associated with each other by the disulfide bridges and forms matured insulin. So that matured insulin involved in conversion of glucose into glycogen. It means it maintains glucose and glycogen balance in blood. Right. So in which company that recombinant insulin produced at early also? See, in the year 1983. So continuation of recombinant insulin. So that recombinant insulin or genetically modified insulin. So first produced by the Eli Lilly company, American company, one of the American company, right? In the year 1983. In the year 1983. So one of the American company, that is Eli or Eli and Lilly, Eli Lilly and American company, and American company. See that Eli Lilly and American company first synthesizes recombinant insulin in the year 1983. See, they prepared chain A and chain B, polypeptide chain A and polypeptide chain B encoding genetic material, right? So they prepared chain A. Chain A means polypeptide chain A, and chain B and chain B encoding genes. Encoding genes. So what is the meaning of this sentence? See that chain A polypeptide, chain B polypeptide encoding genetic material they prepared. They prepared in the year 1983. It means they isolated that chain A encoding genetic material and chain B encoding genetic material. It means chain A synthesized from the one segment of DNA in pancreatic cells. So that segment of DNA undergoes transcription and translation and synthesizes chain A polypeptide. And another segment of DNA in pancreatic cell undergoes transcription and translation and synthesizes chain B polypeptide chain. Right. So that chain A and chain B encoding genetic material, they isolated from the human cells. See, they prepared means they isolated the chain A and chain B encoding genetic material. Right. Later, they introduced. See, again, they introduced chain A and chain B encoding genetic material into the E. coli vector, introduced into the later. They means here chain A encoding genetic material and chain B encoding genetic material introduced into the vectors of E. coli. Vectors of E. coli. Right? Later, that E. coli cells are considered as recombinant cells. No, recombinant cells are recombinant bacterial cells. These are. So that recombinant bacterial cells cultured separately. See here. So that chain A and chain B encoding genetic material introduced into the vectors of E. coli separately. Here also separately. Then that recombinant DNA containing cells, E. coli cells, also cultured in bioreactors separately. Means chain A encoding genetic material containing bacterial cells cultured in one bioreactor, and chain B encoding genetic material containing bacterial cells cultured in another bioreactor. Right. So after culturing or after biosynthetic phase, that chain A, polypeptide chain A, polypeptide chain B collected from the two bioreactors. Right. See, whenever the bacterial cells, right, continuously undergoes binary fission along with bacterial vector, so that foreign genetic material also replicated rapidly. So that genetic material, chain A encoding genetic material, undergoes transcription and translation and synthesizes chain A in bacteria, right? See, here they prepared chain A encoding DNA, chain B encoding DNA. So that chain A and chain B encoding DNA introduced into the E. coli separately. So those bacterial cells cultured separately in bioreactors after culturing, after biosynthetic phase. So that chain A, polypeptide chain A and polypeptide chain B obtained from the bacteria. Obtained means collected. Obtained from the bacterial cells. Later, see that chain A and chain B combined by creating disulfide bridges artificially, right? See, chain A and chain B, both of them. So both of them combined by creating disulfide bridges. By creating disulfide bridges, right? Artificially. So we need to create disulfide bridges in between chain A and chain B, right? So they also same thing. So they separated the chain A and chain B from the two bioreactors. They collected and they combined. So both chain A and chain B by the disulfide bridges. So it is very difficult area in recombinant insulin production, right? Which area is difficult in recombinant insulin production is combined both chain A and chain B by the disulfide bridges, right? So it is very difficult area in recombinant insulin production, all right? So creation of disulfide bridges in between chain A and chain B is a difficult area in RNA technology or RNA insulin production. Important. Then, and one more thing. So by using RNA technology, so large quantity of insulin easily will be produced by using RNA technology and E. coli cells. So we call it as humulin. See, recombinant insulin is also considered as humulin, right? So that human genetic material also we collected. We introduced it into the vector of E. coli cells. We cultured the bacterial cells on the bioreactor, on the nutrient medium, and finally we collected that bacterial, inside the bacterial cell, that genetic material is human genetic material only, right? It is only expresses and synthesizes proteins. Which proteins? Hormone proteins, chain A and chain B. So later we combine both of them, it resulting in the formation of mature insulin. So that recombinant mature insulin is considered as humulin, right? So within the brackets you have to keep recombinant insulin. So that recombinant insulin is also considered as humulin, right? Note that points. But procedure already we know very well, right? How we will isolate genetic material from the pancreatic cell. So how we will isolate plasmid from the E. coli cell. How we will create sticky ends by using restriction endonuclease enzyme. How we will add human genetic material into the vector of E. coli cell. So same procedure again. So now come to small heading, gene therapy. Important and easy concept. Gene therapy. Therapy is nothing but treatment. See, some genetic disorders cured by the gene therapy techniques. So that gene therapy techniques also comes under biotechnology. Right? Right. Now come to small heading, gene therapy. Another important application in medicine is gene therapy. It is also essential to cure genetical disorders. Gene therapy. Right. So in general, we are using drugs, various biopharmaceuticals to treat various diseases, right? But in genetical disorders, we're using DNA as pharmaceutical agent, right? In gene therapy techniques, DNA only act as pharmaceutical agent. Pharmaceutical agent. So pharmaceutical agent is nothing but a drug, right? So various biopharmaceutical agents we're using to treat various deadly diseases. But in gene therapy techniques or in genetical disorders, to cure the genetical disorders, we're using a required DNA or desirable DNA. So that is the reason DNA only act as a drug or DNA only act as pharmaceutical agent. So to cure genetical disorders, to treat genetical disorders or to cure genetical disorders, right? So in this method, desirable DNA. In this method, desirable DNA introduced into the cell or embryo to alter the genetic material, right? So desirable DNA alters genetic material in organism. Genetic material in organism, right? So the desirable genetic material or required genetic material alters genetic material of organism or genetic material of cell, right? Then say another one, required genetic material or defective genes replaced by the defective genes altered by the desirable genetic material in cell or embryo called gene therapy. Definition for this gene therapy. So defective gene altered by the normal gene or desirable gene, in embryo or child, called gene therapy, right? So the defective gene or defective genetic material altered by the normal genetic material or required genetic material in embryo or embryonic cells or child called gene therapy, right? Definition for gene therapy: defective genes altered by the normal genes in child or embryo called gene therapy, right? So this first clinical trial, right, was initiated in September 14th, 1990, right? First clinical trial, first clinical trial of gene therapy initiated at September 14th, 1990. Right, it was initiated September 14th, 1990. First clinical trial of gene therapy initiated September 14th, 1990. It was performed, that gene therapy performed on 4 years old girl Asante De Silva. Her name is Asante De Silva. It was performed on 4 years old girl. 4 years old girl. Her name is Asante De Silva. Asante De Silva, right? So this clinical trial was performed on 4 years old girl Asante De Silva. See, she suffered with ADA disease. ADA disease. What is ADA disease? Adenosine deaminase enzyme deficiency. What is ADA? Adenosine deaminase enzyme deficiency. All right. So she suffered with ADA disease. ADA disease. So what is ADA disease? Adenosine deaminase enzyme deficiency. Right. So that adenosine deaminase enzyme is essential for immune system. Immune booster actually it is, right? So that ADA enzyme is essential for immune system. It is essential for immune system, right? So whenever sufficient ADA, adenosine deaminase enzyme, not synthesized in body, what will happen? So slowly it leads to SCID. What is SCID? Severe combined immune deficiency, right? See, that girl suffered with ADA, adenosine deaminase enzyme deficiency. It means that enzyme not produced in that child. Why so? Why? Because that gene is defected. See, each and every protein synthesized by the one particular gene actually, right? So that gene only expresses, it means undergoes transcription, undergoes translation, and synthesizes one particular protein. But here, protein enzymes are nothing but proteins only, right? Then here that ADA enzyme, adenosine deaminase enzyme, not synthesized in that girl. It means so that enzyme not produced, so not synthesized by the particular gene. So that ADA gene completely defected in that girl, defective gene, right? So that's the reason that defective gene not synthesizes ADA enzyme. So whenever adenosine deaminase enzyme not synthesized in body, what will happen? Slowly it leads to SCID. So what is SCID? Severe combined immune deficiency. So abbreviation for SCID, severe combined immune deficiency. Right? See that girl suffered with ADA disease? No, it means adenosine deaminase enzyme is not sufficient in that body. So whenever adenosine deaminase enzyme not produced in that body, what will happen slowly? It leads to SCID. What is SCID? Severe combined immune deficiency. One of the disease, one of the symptoms, right? Severe combined immune deficiency. So this is genetical disorder. See, in some children, that disease, ADA disease, cured by the bone marrow transplantation. So there are two methods to cure this genetical disorder. One is bone marrow transplantation, and another one is enzyme replacement therapy. So in some children, it is cured by which method? bone marrow transplantation. Bone marrow transplantation. So one is bone marrow transplantation method. So in this method, bone marrow collected from the their parents, otherwise their relatives, right? So that bone marrow transferred from the parents, otherwise brain dead patients to normal persons or children, right? So one of the important method to cure genetical disorders, that is bone marrow transplantation in some children. So in some children, ADLS is cured by the bone marrow transplantation, but some other children, it is cured by the what it is, enzyme replacement therapy. Enzyme replacement therapy, right? So in some children, it is cured by the bone marrow transplantation, right? Bone marrow collected from the larger bone, collected from the larger bone from the donor, and it is transferred to children. First method, it is bone marrow transplantation. Then second one, enzyme replacement therapy. Enzyme replacement therapy. Enzyme replacement therapy. Right? So first one is bone marrow transplantation, and second one is enzyme replacement therapy. It means that ADA enzyme artificially will produce, right, by using rDNA technology or genetic engineering technology. Easily we will produce a large quantity of this enzyme, ADA enzyme, artificial. So that enzyme directly injected to the patient. So it is another technique. One is bone marrow transplantation, and another one is enzyme replacement therapy. In enzyme replacement therapy, that enzyme, which enzyme? ADA enzyme produced artificially by using rDNA technology, and directly it is injected to the patient. But these two techniques, bone marrow transplantation and second one is enzyme replacement therapy. So both techniques are not curative completely. Both techniques are not curative completely. It means that genetical disorder not completely cured by the bone marrow transplantation and enzyme replacement therapy. You have to write. So both techniques are not curative completely, not cures that genetical disorder completely, right? Temporarily it is useful. Correct. So how will cure completely such that genetical disorder? Right, that genetical disorder completely cured at embryonic stages only. Embryonic stages, it means that ADA enzyme encoding genetic material be collected from the bone marrow cells of another human being, and it injected to the embryonic cells. At embryonic cells or embryonic stages, maybe 4 cells or 8 cells are present in mother womb, right? In that embryonic stages, we collected that embryonic cells and we introduced that ADA deficiency, ADA gene actually, right? So ADA gene we collected from the another person. That gene introduced into the embryonic cells, either 4 cell condition or 8 cell condition or 16 cell condition. In that condition, we introduced that ADA gene. So that is permanent cure of that genetical disorder. But these two methods, bone marrow transplantation and enzyme replacement therapy, are not completely cures that disorder. Temporal cure it is. Temporarily, it cures that genetical disorder, but not permanently. So when it is permanent cure, so when we collect that ADA genetic material from the other person or healthy person and introduce that ADA gene into the embryonic stages. Embryonic stages means either 8 cells or 16 cell condition. Okay, right? So note on that points again. I'll explain you that enzymatic replacement therapy. How will perform enzymatic replacement therapy? Diagrammatically, I'll explain. Just note that points. Keywords: DNA act as pharmaceutical agent. The desirable DNA alters genetic material. So defective gene altered by the normal gene or desirable gene in embryo or child called gene therapy. So first clinical trial of gene therapy initiated at September 14th, 1990. September 14th, 1990 at National Institute of Health, US. So within the brackets, you have to write NIH, National Institute of Health, United States. Right? And it was performed on 4 years old girl named Asante De Silva. She suffered with ADA disease. What is ADA? Abbreviation for ADA? Adenosine deaminase enzyme deficiency. That ADA enzyme is essential for human immune system. So whenever that ADA enzyme not sufficient in human body, it leads to SCID. What is SCID? Severe combined immune deficiency. One of the syndrome, it is genetical disorder, right? Genetical disorder. In some children, that ADA disease cured by the bone marrow transplantation. In some other children, it is cured by the temporarily cured by the enzymatic replacement therapy. So what it is, we'll see. Enzymatic replacement therapy. Important. Enzyme replacement therapy to cure genetical disorders, right? So imagine it is patient, right? ADA patient. ADA patient. Okay, she suffered with ADA disease, right? ADA patient. So suffered with ADA disease, adenosine deaminase enzyme deficiency disease, right? So from that patient, we need to isolate lymphocytes, white blood cells, lymphocytes. So we need to collect white blood cells or lymphocytes from the ADA patient. Okay, we collected that white blood cells. So what are they? Lymphocytes. Lymphocytes we collected from the bone marrow, right? See, genetic material it is. Okay, wait. Defective gene. Defective gene. Okay, imagine it is defective gene. Defective gene. I abbreviated here DEF, defective gene. So that defective gene produces which proteins? Defective proteins. So it is PMA. P means proteins. Which proteins? Malfunctional proteins or defective proteins. Defective proteins. Right? So defective gene undergoes transcription and translation and forms defective proteins. So the defective genetic material produces defective proteins. So that defective genetic material containing lymphocytes we collected from the patient. Alright, what are they? Lymphocytes. Lymphocytes. They are nothing but white blood cells only, right? So lymphocytes we collected from the ADA patients. So those lymphocytes we cultured on the nutrient medium or in vitro conditions, right? So that cells not having totipotent capacity, no, so dividing capacity. Yes, that cells we collected from the bone marrow, right? They having that cells have dividing capacity, right? So those cells, those lymphocytes cultured on the nutrient medium. See, cultured on the nutrient medium, right? So next step, that white blood cells lymphocytes cultured on the nutrient medium. So automatically they undergoes mitotic division and forms many cells, right? So single cell undergoes first mitotic division and forms two cells, two again four, four again eight, eight again 16, like that, right? Then, so each and every cell consists of defective genetic material. The defective genetic material undergoes transcription and translation and produces defective proteins only, right? Defective proteins. So lymphocytes cultured on the nutrient medium. All right, what are they? Lymphocytes cultured on medium, right? Lymphocytes cultured on medium. Okay, right. Again, by using vectors, which type of vectors? Retroviruses. By using retroviruses vectors, so that desired genetic material, ADA genetic material, introduced into the defective cell. So here many cells are cultured on the nutrient medium, right? So again, that cells treated with retroviruses. That cells treated with retroviruses vectors. For example, you can take retroviruses. These are retroviruses. So retroviruses genetic material is double-stranded DNA or double-stranded DNA or single-stranded RNA, right? Single-stranded RNA molecules. So that two single-stranded RNA molecules, right? What is the genetic material of retroviruses? Two single-stranded RNA molecules, right? So retroviruses. So here that retroviruses used as vectors. Vectors for transferring of desirable genetic material or required genetic material. Is it clear? So these are retroviruses, and it is white blood cell or lymphocyte cell. Lymphocyte cell. So imagine in lymphocyte cell, it is nucleus, right? So in that nucleus, it is genetic material DNA. So this is genetic material DNA, but it has a defective gene, and it is also produces defective proteins, right? So now by using retroviruses vectors, required genetic material or desired genetic material introduced into the animal cell, introduced into the lymphocyte cell or human cell. So what will happen whenever that virus enters into the human cell cytoplasm release? Right. Then, so now come to retroviruses genetic material. What it is retroviruses genetic material? Listen carefully. Retroviruses genetic material is single-stranded RNA. Am I right? Single-stranded RNA. How many molecules are there? Two molecules. So two molecules of single-stranded RNA. In that, disease-causing genetic material are removed out. So the disease-causing genetic material replaced by the ADA gene. So ADA gene is a double-stranded DNA, no sir. Yes, ADA gene is double-stranded DNA. Don't confuse. ADA gene is a double-stranded DNA. ADA gene, that is a double-stranded DNA, right? So that double-stranded DNA undergoes transcription process, no? Transcription process and synthesizes mRNA, functional mRNA of ADA gene, right? Functional mRNA of ADA gene. It is no name. For understanding purpose I am reading, all right? So ADA genetic material undergoes transcription and translation, not translation, undergoes transcription and synthesizes mRNA, right? That is functional mRNA of ADA gene. Functional mRNA of ADA gene. Okay, right? So that functional mRNA of ADA gene introduced into the retroviruses genetic material. Is it clear? So retroviruses genetic material is single-stranded RNA. How many molecules of single-stranded RNA present in that? Two single-stranded RNA molecules. In that, disease-causing genetic material replaced by the So mRNA molecule. Which mRNA? Functional mRNA of ADAZ. Is it clear? Functional mRNA of ADAZ introduced into the retrovirus genetic material. So now it is a recombinant RNA. We call it as a recombinant RNA. Right? So that recombinant RNA containing retroviruses enters into the human cell. Enters into the human cell. Right. It is virus structure. Retroviruses structure. Okay. Whenever the retroviruses enters into the human cell cytoplasm, so that protein coat completely disintegrated. Protein coat completely disintegrated or disappears. But it is a recombinant RNA molecules now. So that recombinant RNA molecules enters into the cytoplasm. Right? So after that, what will happen? That recombinant RNA molecules enters into the cytoplasm. Better to take one molecule, single molecule of RNA. In the same way, other molecule also takes place, right? Okay, single RNA molecule it is. Which RNA? Recombinant RNA molecule. So this is recombinant RNA molecule. Okay, right. That recombinant RNA molecule undergoes reverse transcription by the reverse transcriptase enzyme. So don't confuse here. That recombinant RNA undergoes a reverse transcription process by the reverse transcriptase enzyme. Reverse transcriptase enzyme and forms hybrid molecule. Hybrid molecule means one molecule is single-stranded recombinant RNA and another molecule is DNA. DNA, right? So this is hybrid molecule. Hybrid molecule. Don't confuse that hybrid molecule consists of single-stranded RNA, that is recombinant RNA plus single-stranded DNA. Single-stranded RNA plus single-stranded DNA. So it is a hybrid molecule. So that a hybrid molecule comes from the recombinant RNA only now. With the help of which enzyme? Reverse transcriptase enzyme. With the help of reverse transcriptase enzyme and reverse transcription process, so that recombinant RNA molecule synthesizes one DNA strand. DNA strand it is. Is it clear? DNA strand. Then, see, immediately that recombinant RNA molecule disappears or disintegrates. Disintegrates by the RNA polymerase, what it is? RNase enzymes. RNase enzymes. Immediately in a hybrid molecule, that RNA molecule completely digested, degraded. Right? Later, that single-stranded DNA molecule undergoes a replication process and synthesizes double-stranded DNA. What it is? dsDNA. Alright? Don't confuse. The three steps like confuse right? So rRNA molecule undergoes a reverse transcription process by the reverse transcriptase enzyme and synthesizes one DNA molecule, one DNA strand actually, one DNA strand, right? So it resulting in the formation of hybrid molecule. Now one strand is rRNA molecule. It synthesizes single strand of DNA molecule. That hybrid molecule consists of single-stranded RNA plus single-stranded DNA. So after formation of that hybrid molecule, immediately that recombinant RNA molecule degraded by the RNase enzyme. RNase enzyme. Right? Again, that single-stranded DNA molecule, all right, undergoes a replication by the DNA-dependent DNA polymerase enzyme and synthesizes complementary RNA molecule. What it is? Complementary DNA molecule. Okay, right? See, in a hybrid molecule, that RNA molecule, single-stranded RNA molecules are degraded by the RNA polymerase enzyme. So remaining single stranded DNA undergoes replication and forms complementary DNA, another complementary DNA strand. So it resulting in the formation of double-stranded DNA, double-stranded DNA, right? Double-stranded DNA. So that double-stranded DNA now consists of ADAZ. What it is? ADAZ. So that double-stranded DNA consists of ADAZ. ADAZ. So now that virus particle genetic material, that virus particle, half of the virus particle genetic material and half of the desirable genetic material are ADAZ. So that mRNA only we introduce it. That mRNA undergoes reverse transcription process and synthesizes template strand. That template strand again synthesizes coding strand here, right? So like that, ADA gene, ADA DNA or ADA gene synthesized in cell cytoplasm, human cell cytoplasm, along with virus particle genetic material. Okay, right now virus DNA, along with virus DNA, that ADA gene also incorporated with human genetic material. Incorporated with human genetic material. So now it is genetically modified cell. Why? Because that virus, along with virus genetic material, that human genetic material incorporated with human genetic material. So now that cell is considered as genetically modified cell. See here, this cell is genetically modified lymphocyte. So the genetically modified lymphocyte consists of functional ADA DNA. Functional ADA DNA. So that functional ADA DNA synthesizes which proteins now? Functional proteins. What are they? Functional proteins. Why? Because that genetic material, ADA genetic material introduced or incorporated into the human genetic material by the retroviruses vectors. So now we call it as genetically modified cell. GMC, genetically modified lymphocyte or genetically modified cell. Okay, right. That genetically modified lymphocyte or cells again cultured on the nutrient medium up to 100 billions. Right? That genetically modified cells again cultured on the nutrient medium up to 100 billions. So these are defective gene containing cells or genetically modified cells. Genetically modified cells. That genetically modified cells contains ADA genetic material. ADA genetic material. So they undergoes transcription and translation and synthesizes functional proteins. Functional proteins. So the genetically modified cells cultured, GMC, cultured, genetically modified cells cultured on the nutrient medium up to 100 billions. 100 billions. So 100 billions of genetically modified cells cultured on the nutrient medium. So that cells contains ADA gene. So required genetic material or desirable genetic material. Right? So that 100 billions of genetically modified cells synthesizes or produces required proteins or desired proteins like ADA enzyme. ADA enzyme. So that enzymes again introduced into the ADA patient now. Right? That genetically modified white blood cells are lymphocyte cells, 100 billions of cells directly injected into the patient blood now. That ADA patient blood. ADA patient blood. Right? It means directly that genetically modified white blood cells injected into the blood of ADA patient. But it is temporary cure, not permanent cure, not permanent cure. Temporarily, that genetical disorder cured by the enzyme replacement therapy. So in this way only, that ADA enzyme introduced into the blood of patient. Blood of patient. So it is temporary cure, not permanent cure. Temporarily, we cured that genetical disorder by the enzyme replacement therapy. Which enzyme? ADA enzyme replacement therapy. But already we have some idea that white blood cells lifespan is 12 to 13 days only. Right? Those cells are not immortal. That white blood cells are not immortal. Not immortal means they are mortal. Mortality rate is nothing but death rate, right? Mortality means death. So that white blood cells compulsory they leads to deaths. So when we introduce that white blood cells into the patient, after 12 to 13 days, they leads to deaths. Right? It means again after 14 to 13 days, otherwise 13 to 14 days. So we need to inject that white blood cells are genetically modified cells to the patient. Right? So it means periodically in every 12 to 13 days, we need to inject that genetically modified lymphocyte cells to the ADA patient. ADA patient. It is not permanent, otherwise complete treatment. It is temporarily we cure that genetical disorder by using this therapy. This therapy. What about permanent cure, sir? So permanent cure is that genetic material, ADA genetic material directly introduced into the embryonic cells at embryonic stages. So that is permanent cure of genetic therapy, otherwise gene therapy. Right? There is no permanent cure in adult organisms. Adult organisms, we can't completely reduce the genetical disorders in adult organisms. But when it is possible, so that gene therapy techniques, right, we use at when we use at embryonic stages, that genetical disorders completely cured. Right, that genetical disorders completely cured at embryonic stages only. But the genetical disorders not completely cured at adult organisms, in adult organisms, at adult stages or adult organisms. Right? So take that flow chart now. It is enzymatic replacement therapy. Enzymatic replacement therapy. So remaining information we'll see in next class.